Coming up on this episode of Swing Nation, we've got an update on our ILHC fundraiser, we chat with Mikey Pedroza, and our own ZuckerPunch is at Stompology. Swing Nation episode 27 starts now.
Hit that jive, close the door, get the carpet off the floor. Swing Nation,
people grooving together.
Truck on down, pimp your stroll, put some jelly on that roll. Swing Nation,
people grooving together.
Hello, once again, welcome to Swing Nation, episode 27 for June
19th,
or something like that. It's within a couple of days, plus or minus. That's Rick-O-Matic, and this is Zucker. Oh, no,
wait a minute.
Yeah, you guys know her.
Our security here is terrible.
No, our security is awesome.
Anyone can get into. Oh,
I've done it 3 times now.
wow!
It's Miss Ann Mony. Ann, do you have a pseudonym or like a nickname that we can use?
On Yehudi, I do.
What is it?
Dimples.
Dimples.
Oh. Dimple. Let's see the dimples.
They're not on my face.
They're not. All right.
And that's going in the intro to the show.
So let's jump right into this. Wow.
Hard to follow that.
What do we get started with?
Maybe our giveaway.
We got another giveaway?
Who wants free stuff?
Oh, that's these. Here.
That's right. We have one more pair of the dance socks. The thing that you wear if you forgot your dance shoes. You put these over whatever you're wearing, and you can be on the dance floor.
You can dance anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere, anytime. And they're fashionably black, just the way I like them.
Fashionably black.
So
just
to
the way
win
I like
these, if you're eligible to win them, because not everyone is eligible. Like, I don't know if Mikey can win them. Maybe Mikey can win them.
Mikey can win them.
Okay, be the first person to type in the chat Ann Mony's country of origin, which is not the United States.
I thought literally you wanted them to type Ann Mony's country of origin.
I would give that. That would win for me.
Type and
points awarded if they write that.
Who wants this thing? And
Does that mean they have to stalk me? That'd be creepy.
Anyone?
I don't know if I want
That's
to
a tough
encourage
one
that.
because
No? I think it's easy.
yeah, because you know her.
Mony. I mean, just guess.
Give us a hint. Give us a hint. Give us a hint.
Sometimes it's referred to as a hat.
What?
My country is sometimes referred to as a hat.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Give me another hint. Give me a hint that'll help.
Mikey says Canada.
Yes, so he wins.
Canada. Exactly.
Canada, we have a winner.
Woohoo, America's hat.
By coincidence, is also our special surprise guest.
That's right. What?
You've never heard that Canada is America's hat? I hear it all the time.
What does that make Mexico?
Make up your own jokes, folks. That's what we're here for.
Congrats to our winner, Mikey Pedroza. We'll be talking to you in just a second.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you didn't already know. Let's talk about a little bit about our. We have show feedback.
We do.
Yeah, and I'll get to the show feedback in just a second. Let me cue it up. But you want to talk a little about the Frankie 100?
Sure.
The Frankie 100.
The Frankie 100 is still happening. They want people to know that they are now on the Twitters. So if you if you just add to your Twitter Frankie100NYC, so Frankie100NYC, and follow that, or you can also use the hashtag Frankie100, and they will see it. They want you to know that that's going to be another way of getting out word about this epic event that's going to be happening next year. That hopefully we're going to have some participation in from this room. So we're going to get to that in a little bit.
Cool. Nice.
I've heard that people are already looking up hotel rooms.
Oh,
Trying to reserve
absolutely.
them now. So get on it, people.
Housing is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, housing in New York. So a little bit of show feedback. This is a call that we got.
We got a call?
We got a call on the Skype line.
So exciting.
We don't need the but let's take it to the wide shot so we can have something to look at. There's nothing to see here, but who knows what voice this is? This came in on the 10th of
So we are hit with a tornado in the East Coast and a heavy rainstorm. And I sped through all of that to get back to my computer so I can watch the show, only to find out that you guys are not recording today. So I'm distraught. I just wanted to share that with you.
No idea who that is. It's from a 301 area code. So, but thank you for calling, and thank you for rushing home in a tornado.
People care.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry about that. Maybe next time. We do have our schedule posted, or do we not?
Well, we try and give some warning on our Facebook and our Twitter and on the news on Yehudi, but sometimes it's a little late. So,
we apologize.
We're sorry. We'll
Nice
do better.
try.
We'll do better next time.
Yeah, and say who you are next time, because that was frustrating.
Yeah. So, what's up with this fundraiser? Where are we at?
This is so exciting. Thank you so much for everybody who contributed so far. Yehudi.com is holding a fundraiser, if you didn't know, on Indiegogo. And we are trying to raise funds to get some new equipment so we could live stream. We live streamed last year from ILHC, but it was in standard definition and it was kind of cobbled together. This year we want to bring the production values way up. We want to do it in HD. We want to have some fun things happening. We want to basically bring the feed up and give you guys some cool stuff to watch all day throughout the competitions. We also want to have a crew there. So we need a lot of this stuff costs money. We need to get some new cameras. We really want to do this the right way, so that in the future we can do more things also. So our Indiegogo page is you can link to it. You can get to the link from Yehudi.com. There's a big splash banner across the top, and I think we have about 35 days left or something like that. But it's going pretty good. By the time I give a number right now, it's going to be different. How much we earn, but we're doing pretty good, right?
Yeah. So we should mention some of the fantastic perks. So if you're not already inspired by the idea of
Perks.
live streaming Lindy Hop
Handouts.
From the best Lindy Hop competition in the world, which is already incredibly exciting, you can still be supportive because there's lots of great perks. So for example, if you're in San Francisco and you go to the 920 special, for merely $35 contribution, you get a month of free admission to the 920 special. And for $50, you get a month of free classes at the 920 special. So that's an awesome deal right there.
Hopefully Ann Mony is teaching, because
yeah.
she teaches there.
I do.
That's a
as
bonus.
often as I can.
Exactly. We also have some cool swag. We have these cool little pins that we're designing that'll look really cool, nice in your lapel or whatever. And shoe bags, SwingNation branded shoe bags, that I'm personally very excited about. At the higher levels, we have a couple of DVDs that we're going to be preparing of the best of Yehudi, as well as the full ILHC compilation. So you can have it to watch whenever you are, whether you're on the internet or not. So that's going to be super exciting. So check out the Indiegogo for all the other perks. We're going to be adding a few more as we go along in the campaign to keep you motivated to keep contributing. But please spread the word. We're really, really appreciative of the people who've already contributed. And, every little bit counts. If you can give $5, we will gladly take those $5. So
Ouch.
That's the deal. Thanks, folks. Are we ready for our special guest?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I don't know. Who is this? Don't. Oh, we know who this is. We were trying to keep it a secret, and then he goes and freaking tweets out who he is.
Well, he's so modern.
Yeah.
He's up with the times. He tweets and he chats and he texts. And...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mikey Pedroza.
It's Batman.
There he is.
Hey!
Wait a minute.
Lindy Hop!
Mikey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. The best thing about this mask is that my head is too big for it, so you can see everything else around it. It just goes to show you that I'm not Batman. Just in case you were wondering, I am not Batman.
Gotcha. Thanks for
Wow.
There he is.
Hey, look at that. Handsome face.
Yeah. So Mikey, thanks so much for coming on the show with us.
Hey, no, thanks for inviting me. It was fun.
I was just talking to these guys about, I don't know, there was this it seemed to turn from night to day or day to night, where you were just like, some guy I knew who on the social dance floor kicked ass and was great. And then, I don't know what it was, but I saw in your performance or competition somewhere, and it was just like way different. Like totally like, I don't know. Did you go off into a closet and like learn new shit or something like that?
And then you came out of the closet and revealed your true self.
Hey guys.
Well, I'm flattered. Thank you for that saying that. Never heard you say a nice thing about me in public, but you know things change. But yeah, I just you know what it was? It was literally I went to Harangue for the first time in 2004. And in 2004, I went to Harangue, and I was going to stay there a week. I ended up staying there 2 weeks, and it was amazing. And I came back from that so, I mean, for lack of a better word, inspired. Like, that doesn't even begin to really explain the feeling that I had after Harangue about dancing and about my self-confidence. I think at some point I just became like, well, I'm the only guy that's really not white out there. I better shine a little bit brighter. So I just told myself, what the hell? Go out there and what do you have to lose? Just do it all. Lay it all on the floor.
When did you make the decision to become? So you're teaching full time now? Yes,
teaching full time. I a little over a year now. Actually, last year in what was that, May? I quit my job as a nurse tech at a hospital in Orange County, and I devoted my all being to being a professional dancer, whatever that really means. But I think most of that really means is just kind of spending time on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Nice gig if you can get it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of downsides, and everyone will clamor to like say how bad it is to be a professional dancer in our scene, in Lindy Hop and swing in general. But I don't tend to see on the dark side. I mean, I'll acknowledge it. I'll acknowledge that side. But I tend to see the bright side, which is I get to travel the world and do what I really, really love to do. And I never thought in a million years I would have ever done this. So I'm thankful for every day that I get to do this and continue the heritage that Frankie started.
Oh,
nice.
Nice way to name drop some dude right there. Good job, Mikey.
We go way back. It's fun.
It's right here on our table, you know.
Who's
bonus points?
Yeah, that's true.
That's weird. It must be cold. Don't say that out loud.
Nice. Hey, so name some people that you've worked with, that you're working with.
Working with anybody on the West Coast, pretty much. I mean, Laura Keat, Jeremy Oth, Nick Williams, Nikki Marvin. We're all here in Orange County. We're all about literally a stone throw away from each other, and it's always a great time to work with everybody. It's really great because we all are so different, and most of the time we just butt heads, but we get stuff done, and we really enjoy our work and everything. Is that what you wanted to hear? I think.
Yeah.
Cool. Plus Gabby Cook.
Yes, and Gabby Cook is from Seattle. Yeah, that's a new budding thing. We'll see what happens there.
Well, we've hired you guys, so we hope it's good.
oh, it's good. It's good to know that it's more than just Nicole Friedman. So that's good.
Yeah.
So then, in that case, hey, you guys, this show's great. I love Did you guys change the wall? The girl looks different. She looks hotter.
We keep improving, you know.
Oh, snap.
Good job.
Yeah, nice pandering. So check it out. Mike, you are, can I call you Mike?
You can call me whatever. Mike, Mikey, Michael. Well, not Michael. That's reserved for my mom.
We featured a video a couple of shows ago.
Yes.
Safe and Sound by Capital Cities.
That's right.
This is a video where you guys, I think Nick Williams throws Nikki Marvin.
Yeah, like it was nothing. Yes.
Out of a TV, and then you catch her.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess you guys walk away. How'd you get involved with it? It's a really good video.
It's kind of a crazy story. Things out here in Southern California really move a little bit differently. There's a number of things that happen here every day, as in like cattle calls or cast calls, or just a random email goes out to one person, and then it goes out to hundreds of people. And when I mean people, I mean dancers. And we got one of them from a friend of ours, Malia, that said basically there's a video about to be shot. They won't say the band yet. They won't say the name of the song. They just said it's getting some serious airplay, and that after this video, it's probably going to get even more airplay, radio play. And it said they're looking for every kind of dance from 1920s all the way to now. So every kind of dance trend that ever happened within the last basically 100 years, they wanted to have represented in this video. And we thought they wanted us to like do all the dances. So we were like more than happy and kind of giddy. Actually, Nick was more than giddy. He brought the costume he ever had out there. You should have seen him in his disco. It was weird. And anyways, we show up to this audition in Venice and like 7 o'clock in the morning, and we show up there, and it's like this crazy big infinity wall room, which is basically just a room with no corners, and everything's all smooth. And we walk in there, and we see a table and a video camera, and we see one of the main people running the audition was actually Mandy Moore from So You Think You Can Dance fame, not singing and acting fame. So You Think You Can Dance, the table routine and all that. Any 80s thing that happened, So You Think You Can Dance, happened from Mandy Moore. We instantly recognized her, and she introduced herself and introduced us to one of the lead singers from the band, Sabu, that's what it was. Yeah. And he's the guy with the big old beard in the video. Mm-hmm. And then they just said, go for it. They turned on the song, and we went for about 2 minutes of the song. And we just did like Tranky Doo, we did Big Apple, we did some Charleston, Partner Charleston, we did some Lindy Hop. Nick threw Nicky a couple times, and that was it. And they were just exactly what they wanted. So they're like, okay, we'll contact you, which is always a thing to say. They videotaped us, we're okay with it. And about a day later, that was like on a Thursday. On a Friday, they give us an email, and on a Saturday, we're taping in the Los Angeles Theater in downtown Los Angeles. Which is this gorgeous theater, as you can see from the video. They highlighted some of the best parts of it, and it's no longer a real theater anymore. It's just what do you say? Like, I guess you can rent it out for stuff like this or movies and all that stuff. So they just keep it just okay. Immensely amazing. So yeah, that's how we got called into it.
That's very awesome. I was really happy to see the production values of that was way high, and we got to see some real Lindy Hop, even though it was for like a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
it was really cool. The first thing they asked us to do was that trick. They were like, okay, we want you to dance on this slope, and it's like a 45-degree slope. So we had to do that, and every time we did everything, we kept getting closer to the camera. They asked us if we can jump back and everything, and we must have done that trick. We literally did like a fall off a log, and then like a little lock turn. And then Nick just grabs Nikki and just throws her as I jump the screen. And we must have done that at least 20 times. Wow. Nikki was in the air like 20 times within, I would say, about a half an hour of shooting this over and over again. And each time just a little bit different. So they were just meticulously trying to get the right shot for the editors, and they got at least 20 of them. So where I actually missed Nikki, I caught her just by like by one arm or like by the boob, and I was just like, I'm not letting you go until I know you're standing up. Okay, good.
So Mikey,
so
that's awesome. We want to keep you though. We want to keep you here for a little bit because we're gonna get to a couple of more stories.
Sure.
So hang out for us for a little bit, but we're gonna ask your opinion about some stuff. Moving right along.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think we should talk about sex, baby.
All right.
Well, let's talk about gender.
I think we can talk about you and me. And all the, I'm going to keep going with that bad joke.
Yes, let's do that. So the internets are blowing up today for the past, I don't know, couple weeks or so, I guess, right? There have been a slew of posts about different kinds of gender issues going on in the Lindy Hop community. And one of the kind of blogs that has been getting the most attention is on this Tumblr called ambidanstrous.tumblr.com. And Jerry Almonte's been forwarding it. A lot of other folks have been forwarding it. And there's a whole like conversation that's been started. But basically it's about how sexism in Lindy Hop, and it talks about kind of the traditional roles where the man is the leader and the woman is the follower. And basically kind of says that because of that there's a lot of kind of sexist messaging that's implicit in the dance when you're sort of tracking men always to one role and women always to another role, and there isn't a whole lot of variation, and why that's problematic for our scene and kind of the future. I don't know. Does that... any other...
Yeah, no, I think that's true. I think that this topic goes through a lot of cycles and people look at it from different points of view. In the case of the Tumblr blog, it was a joke that somebody made. Somebody else got offended by it and said, let's... I don't know if you realize this, but this is really offensive to me. And then it was taken down and there was an apology. And then there have been other blogs. It kind of comes in waves, right? So there have been things. But there was a followers...
Female Leads Manifesto.
And...
we'll put all this in the show notes.
Yeah.
It's an interesting topic to revisit every once in a while, and I can't say that I always agree with what the bloggers say or the Tumblrs say, but it's good to point out because things are still not equal, and changes still need to be made. Last year at ILHC, you could not compete as a leader in some things and as a follower in other competitions, and this year you can. And I'm sure it's because some people, complained or put it to the organizers saying, hey, this isn't really fair. I have been working on my leading. I'd like to, try the Jack and Jill as a leader, but then do the Balboa as a follower. Why can I not do this? Doesn't make any sense in this day and age. And now, hey, look, in 2013, now you can. And so I think it's important to bring it up. Whether certain posts on Tumblr should be censored or not is sort of another conversation, right? Like, it's kind of interesting. I'm glad that if you search for it online, and we'll put the link, you can see the response and the response to the response when it comes to that particular clip from Community.
Well, what do you think about it, Mike? Are we trapped in a sexism dance? Sexism dance?
The dance of sexism.
I don't know where I fall in this. Really, like in the grander scheme of things, it's always good to just like be mindful of everybody else's choices and try to accept it as much as possible. I mean, if you don't really accept anything or really don't have a different idea about something, you shouldn't feel ashamed to say it out loud. And obviously, for me personally, like I've grown up in this dance literally since I was 12 years old. So, and I've always heard the whole thing of maybe you should try dancing as a follow since you're a lead, and so you can see how it is in their shoes. I tried it for a little bit, and I didn't really find it out. So for me, it's not a thing. I'd rather just ask a follow, hey, how does this feel? Oh, okay, here, let me change my lead to make it feel better. Stuff like that, if I'm attributed to dancing. But lifestyles and all that stuff, I mean, that has nothing to do with dancing. That has only to do with, like, people's decisions in their life. And I'm not one to say that I don't know. But to go along with this whole thing of sex on the dance floor, sex and dancing, I don't know, whatever, there's that Ambidextrous blog that happened a few minutes or a few weeks ago. And they brought up a good just discussion about everything and how some things are just a little bit sexist and roles, and I don't know. It's a little bit too much for me to really go into. But I think one of the things that this person asked, I don't know who it is, this person asked at the end of it, like, so don't criticize it as in dancing. Don't get down on swing dancing. Instead, learn to separate the dancing from the sexist messages that have been mixed in with it. Learn to ask people whether they would like to lead or follow instead of making assumptions based on their gender. Take a class in the gender reversed role and ask the teacher to use gender-neutral language. Okay, that's where I get iffy. When you bring it into the classroom that I'm running, that I get money for, that basically it's my job, that's when it's a little bit weird. Like, I'm going to try my best just to say leads and follows or hey guys, not in the sense of hey guys, if you have male genitalia, I'm talking to you. No, I'm just saying, hey, you guys. That's it. Like, what's his name from the Goonies? Hey, you guys. Right? That's all I really mean. And if people take offense to that, I think for me personally, I don't mean it. I don't mean it as a gender thing. I just mean it as a, hey, I'll call girls dudes as well. Like, that's just the way I roll. Like, that just happens. But the thing about asking your teacher, I would do that before or after the class, not during the class. That's my 2 cents, because I've been in those classes where they ask the teacher to use lead or follows when they're talking to specific groups. It makes the class feel really weird for about 5 minutes. It's like that old Dane Cook thing. It's like, oh no, daddy just hit mommy at the dinner table. No one say anything. It feels like that for a little bit. So say it before or after the class, and I will do my best to try to remember. It's trying to change my way of thinking instantaneously, which is really hard. And then it makes the class go a little bit slower and deviates from a lesson plan that, is trying to help everybody out, not just a specific person.
I would really like to see, or would really have liked to have seen, someone correct Frankie Manning when he says fellas and girls. I would love to see, because it's a generational thing also. Like it was always the fellas lead and the girls follow. And that's just where he was. That's just, whether or not he believes that or whether, that's just the words that they used at the time.
But it's not the words that we use anymore.
It's not the words that we use anymore.
And I know that I'm very sensitive to the language that teachers use, to the language the students use, to the language organizers and MCs use. And I will choose to not hire people who seem really misogynistic. I mean, if they're teaching in class and they say something against women or against, something along those lines, I get a red flag and we're like, oh, don't really want to encourage that. And so as an organizer, I'm sensitive to it. As a teacher, if I'm teaching with somebody and they say something, I will react to it. If a student says something, I will react to it. I will stand up for women.
This subject is not going to go away. We're going to talk a little bit more next week when we have ZuckerPunch, who has some really strong opinions about this. She already let us know that. Mikey, while you drink your water, you can tell us where you're at and what you're plugging and what you're interested in. What's going on? Quick.
Quick. We are putting on an event again. If you've never heard of it, it's called Inspiration Weekend in Orange County. It's going on in the 29th, I believe, February 29th through March 2nd. It's going to be in Orange County, and it's going to be all in the old town of Orange County. So check that out, inspirationweekend.com. It's me, Nikki Marvin, Shasha Marvin, James Bianco, and we're all putting our stuff together, and we're going to put on a huge weekend for everybody. We want really to start pulling from the national scene and the world scene in general to really bring Orange County's dancing up again. The other thing I want to plug is Laura Keats' event in Pasadena, California, which is California Balboa Classic, or Cowbell.
Oh, man. Mikey, thank you.
Actually, it's Cowbell, but you get the reference.
Yeah, well, I think we got it.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to join us again at some point. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And good luck out there with your with that thing that you do.
Yeah. Thanks for that little plug. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I really enjoy your guys' show. Please continue it going. And if you guys want me on again, just simply ask. I'll do it from anywhere in the world.
Cool,
Hell
bro.
yes.
Thanks, Mikey.
All right, thanks, Mike.
See you,
Hey,
bro.
guys.
Cool.
Oh my god!
Okay, so
I don't know why we thought this was going to be like, oh, we're just going to slam through the subject and get through all the videos and there's a lot, dude.
and we'll definitely come back to this subject. There's little things to touch on here and there.
Yeah.
By the way, just for the record, I won Jack and Jill a long time ago as a follow. So I'm just saying.
It always comes back to what things
It does.
Spuds
It
win
does. It does.
back like 15 years ago.
It does.
Wow.
You get one video now. That's it.
God.
One video.
One video. Well,
We're running a little long, but that's okay.
Oh, shoot, it's hard.
Alan Leon? No.
We can't do that one because we have to talk about that one.
Stompo.
Let's do one. Should we do our friend at Stompology kicking butt?
Stompology. What is the Stompology thing?
So the Stompology is an all-solo jazz dance workshop weekend in Rochester, New York, that just finished. And there was a couple of, as you can imagine, solo jazz competitions, a open and a pro or invited or whatever. So our own ZuckerPunch was one of the competitors in the pro one.
One of the finalists.
One of the finalists, right. So let's see her and some other dancers kicking ass. Can we do that?
Yep.
Yeah. Mike Roberts.
That is a good-looking boy. Man.
Now,
if I had said that's a good-looking girl, I'd have feminists all up my ass.
Well, I suppose it depends on how you say girl.
Girl.
Is there an I in there or not?
Yeah.
I believe those are the Lowdown Sires playing in the back. I love it when finals are done to live music.
And this is John Taggart.
John watches the show.
He won this competition.
Did he?
Yep. He
Nice.
is. Well, he doesn't know it right now, but
You don't know. You might be thinking, I got this.
He's nothing but legs.
Yeah, right? I didn't realize how lanky.
Oh, nice.
Here is San Francisco's own Carl Nelson.
speaking of styling, if you watch the slow portion of this, which is right before, I think he has the most feminine movement out of the group. Which is, and then in the open, there's some interesting gender dynamics too.
That's true. There's only one woman now.
Hey, ZuckerPunch!
Yay!
A little tap step. That skirt's so good. I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, syncopation.
Didn't she break her foot?
I think she had a broken toe going into it. Nothing stops her.
Not at 100%, still kicking ass.
Oh my god.
Well, once
She's
you're
insane. Alright, did we loop? Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
look at him go.
By the way, folks, I didn't even really like solo jazz. Well, I'm not going to say that, but watching solo jazz, I like doing solo jazz. Watching solo jazz hit me when this girl right here just kicked ass in. I think it was, I can't remember what I saw you at. It was Camp Jitterbug or something like that.
When? Recently? Long time ago?
She is ridiculous with the solo jazz. So I was just watching this and just remember, we got a pro right here.
Here's my anecdote I like to share about solo jazz competitions is that I used to get panic attacks before going out and doing solo jazz competitions. It happened at ALHC back in 2006 or 5. I was in the lobby hyperventilating and freaking out right before going out. And then I had to scratch a couple of times at Camp Jitterbug. And Ben Yao was like, come on, you can do it. And I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta scratch, Ben.
Holy crap.
I gotta do it. And it took me years before it's I was able to do it, and then everything shut down in my brain, and I couldn't do it anymore for a few years, and I had to build up baby steps. I would sign up and then scratch, and I'd sign up and do the prelims and have tunnel vision the whole time, but then be happy at least I had done the prelims and not scratched. And then, maybe I make finals and then I have tunnel vision and I freak out. And, just because somebody's out there doesn't mean that they are super comfortable with it. And sometimes you just have to push yourself. Be like, I want to be able to do this again without hyperventilating.
But you did it. Of course you did, because I saw her. What happened then? No, but I think what she's saying, it's wow, that is insane. So keep it up, people.
Keep it up. Even when your own brain is telling you to stop, that you're going to die. If you go out there, you should still do it. That's my nugget.
Words of wisdom.
That's one to grow on. Rick, take us out.
Wow. So, thanks for watching another amazing Swing Nation. We have so many people to thank. Of course, our lovely host, Cafe Sophie, at 3463 16th Street in San Francisco, serving the finest Verve coffee and Silk Road teas and tasty pastries. Cafe Sophie, SF. .com. Also, thanks to Casey McGill for our amazing open music, to Paul Marino for our open, and to Jeremy Harris for the backdrop that makes us look so good.
You act like you never say this.
Huh?
You say it all the time.
I know. If you want to reach us, we are available on the emails, news@yehudi.com. You can call us, just like we got a call today, at 201-984-SHOW, 201-984-7469.
And leave your name, because I don't know who the hell you are.
It'd be awesome if you left your name, but if you don't want to leave your name, just leave a message. It's awesome, too. Tweet us at Yehudi, at Spuds, at ZuckerPunch, at Rookomatic, and do you have a...
At Ann Mony.
Ann Mony, at Ann Mony. And Facebook us. We would love to hear your suggestions for things you would love to see on the show, and we'll continue to talk about those issues.
Yes.
Until then,
Wait.
we'll be...
By the way,
Hee-haw.
Ann, really quick, plug
Yeah.
something that's coming up for you.
Yes.
Oh, I'm putting on a new event. It's called Fog City Stomp. It's going to happen in San Francisco in October, and we're going to be supporting a bunch of other events and bringing a brand new event to the Bay Area and to San Francisco proper.
You heard it here first on Swing Nation.
Come in droves.
Yes. Please. Thank you so much, Ann Mony, once again, for sitting in. She's she's part of the family now. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Don't be sexist.
Thank you, Mikey.
All around the planet, gates are in the groove. Don't have to understand it, you just have to move. Truck on down, pimp your stroll, put some jelly on that road, Swing Nation. People grooving together.